Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we're reviewing the WWE Mutants Finn Bálor. So yes, Mattel decided they wanted to do these weird wrestling figures, and they did zombies, and now they're doing mutants. And for the most part, I think these figures are kind of garbage. But the Finn Bálor one looks really cool, so I figured I'd pick it up. It's basically just a monsterized version of the paint that he already wears. And I haven't managed to get an Elite Bálor yet. So I figured I'd pick this up just to have something laying around that was Finn Bálor related. And it's pretty cool, and something you might want to pick up if you are a fan of Finn Bálor. Let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things.
Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Finn Bálor, who's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As is generally the case with Mattel's WWE figures, they are a bit taller than your standard sort of 6-inch scale stuff, but much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Finn Bálor. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin, here you can see Finn Bálor. The majority of his upper body is black with red line work on it, and then his lower abdomen is flesh colored. He's got on black trunks. Most of his legs are flesh colored, but they do have the big toothy mouths for the knees that sort of mimic his knee pads, and there's little bits of paint detail around that area. Standard black boots, and he has these sort of tendrils coming out of his fists. They're like symbiote tendrils or something of that nature to mimic his wristbands, I assume, since they have the little dangly things on them. All in all, pretty decent paint job, and the sculpted stuff looks pretty good, like the teeth and things. But most of it's pretty standard fare. But everything that is done pretty well, I think. Let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Head sculpt wise, of course, Finn Bálor has his little headdress thing, which is black and red. I don't know if it's meant to be hair in this particular instance, but I think it's got the same sculpt as just the headdress they've included with the actual Finn Bálor figures. Then he has his face sculpt. He's got white eyes with a little bit of red accenting, and then his lower jaw is just teeth. It's got a little bit of red around there, and then his sort of neck area is all muscly and meant to look like the inside of a mouth. And then the top of his chest has the bottom row of teeth and the big pink tongue. So all the sculpting in that area looks really cool. That's probably the high point of the figure, is sort of the head / chest, face, mouth, other words, all that stuff going on there is certainly the coolest looking part of the figure. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Finn Bálor's articulation is pretty much like a basic series figure. Ball joint in the head, that goes forward and back, in and out, although it looks a bit weird if it's not aligned properly with the lower mouth. Ball joint shoulders, going in and out, forward and back. Single joint elbow. Wrist hinge and rotation. Waist cut. Hips go in and out. Single joint knee. Calf rotation. And hinge in the ankle. So you can get him into some posing, but obviously it's not quite as good as WWE Elite levels of articulation. Now, Finn Bálor comes with no accessories. Let's go ahead and move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, the WWE Mutants stuff comes in a standard sort of blister card kind of design. It's got a lot of artwork on it, especially a cool picture of Finn Bálor over there on the side, Finn Bálor down there along the bottom. And on the back you get a picture of Finn Bálor again, little description, and the other figures that are available: Brock Lesnar, Sting, Stardust, Bray Wyatt, and John Cena. Finn Bálor is the only one that I thought looked cool, although Brock Lesnar is like weird Rocky Goro for some reason, if you're into that. So I probably won't get any of the rest of them, but if you're interested, maybe you like some of the designs. I don't, but, you know, to each their own. As always, these are good for in or out of package displays. So yeah, Finn Bálor.
Alright, that wraps it up for Finn, so until next time, goodbye!
Thanks for watching one of my videos. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like the video or subscribe if you would like to see my future content. If not, run away. Run away and never return. Also, feel free to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/vrreviews. Follow me on Twitter at VenomRaptor09, or follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/vrreviews. Thank you, and goodbye.